Alrighty, hello everybody. Good afternoon, evening, overnight, morning, wherever you may be. Hope all are doing well on this Tuesday, or whenever you might be watching this. It's a chilly, snowy day in my area. First real snowy day we've actually had this season. So I had a fun time driving to work today. So with that, I decided it was appropriate to play some kind of Christmassy sort of music. So kind of a mix of my chill, jazzy sort of stuff with a holiday tint to it. Let's see who's around. We've got Dave Beatty. What's up, Dave Beatty? How are you, dude? Thanks for joining. Appreciate it. Hopefully more folks will drop in here. Hoping this is going to be a pretty chill stream this evening. Last Tuesday was very busy. We had Dave Morgan on, and we had some other folks afterwards, and a lot of fun chat and all that good stuff. I didn't get a lot accomplished. I would like to try to do some actual work in this session, some actual building. So I think for now it's just going to end up being me at the moment. Could change a little bit later, but we'll see. Got flurries here, nothing sticking though. Yeah, about 4 or 5 inches easily, I think, where I am. And it was all lake effect snow off of Lake Ontario. So that's always fun when that happens. There's Greg. What's up, Greg? Greg's got some stuff going on tonight, so he won't be able to actually jump on, but he's always welcome to. All right. So hopefully we'll see more folks jumping on here, but I do want to show you guys what's been going on offline or off stream and what we're going to do. So right here, this is the 3rd floor of the office building MOC, the Dave Morgan inspired office building MOC. The 1st and 2nd floor on those base plates, or on that base plate I should say, I have already moved into my city room at this point, so it's out of my build space, out of my way. As far as I'm concerned, that's done for now. So it's time to focus on some other stuff. Namely, the higher stuff, the higher floors. I have already gone ahead and started doing some stuff with the 3rd floor just to kind of get ahead of things. So in keeping with the spirit of how I've done the other 2 floors, the central focus, as you can see here, the elevator. So that's going to stay the same across all 4 floors. And I've also decided to put 2 rooms here as well, similar to what I did on the 2nd floor. Now, one of the rooms that I'm going to show you guys is very different than the conference rooms that are on the 2nd floor. This one right here will be a conference room. I'm going to change that up. I just have to put some stuff in here. And I'm going to develop the main part of the interior of the build here. But what I'm most excited about at the moment, the work that I did offline, I believe it was on Sunday, so I didn't do anything last night, is, I'll go ahead and switch the cam view here, give you a full view, is this. Because I'm an IT nerd, IT geek, I actually built a little data center. The store right here has a little panel on it, a little control panel. And inside here are some server and networking racks. And then I've got like kind of a, on the other side here, this is kind of like a cooling and HVAC kind of system here for the building and whatnot. But I really, really wanted to have a couple of these kind of things in my office building. The inspiration from these came from Daryl over at Bevan's Bricks. He built some panels, some racks that look kind of like this. The structure of them are the same. The detailing in the front is a little different and varied. But he built a bunch of these for his Avengers Tower, the scene with Captain America becoming Captain America in that first movie there. So I took those builds, kind of made them a little bit my own in terms of what I put on them. And then my favorite part of this actually is what I did for the detailing around it. Let me go ahead and grab this here. So something that Daryl has talked about in his streams is there's this tubing that he's gotten from a third party out there that's very similar to the tubing that Lego uses. It's like the same diameter, and it comes in a variety of colors. And he actually gave me a little bit of that. It's this kind of a grayish tubing. It's actually very flexible but stiff at the same time. It's actually really nice stuff to use. And honestly, I'm going to have to probably get a little bit more of this from him via his website, so I'll give him a little plug for that. But what I wanted to do is use that to give this a semblance of realism. So what you see up there coming out of those two and going up to the ceiling are supposed to represent like cabling runs, basically. Cabling runs going from the networking and server equipment up into the ceiling, so to speak, and then out to other locations in the building. This one here is just kind of an extraneous one. I just wanted to put a little bit more in there just for the sake of it. But I'm really, really happy with how this came out. It's like my uber nerdism going on right there. So that's the section that I accomplished and got done the other day. Everything else is to be worked on. I hope you guys like what you saw there. I think it's really cool. Let's see who else is around. Let's see, Greg says fighting his headphones. That's always fun. Dave says looks like they're serving from good work. Yeah. So I shared this with Greg. Greg got a little sneak peek of this, and what I told him was what you guys see in here. I should have taken a picture of it. I didn't, unfortunately. But this literally parallels the equipment room that's right next to my office at work in the campus library. There's like 3 of these racks of networking equipment with a bunch of these, cables and all that stuff, cable runs going up into the ceiling. So it looks just like that. So it's a little bit more personal to me because I literally sit next to this. Let's see, who else is here? Miss Brooks, hey, how's it going, Lee? Happy to see you. I hope you are doing well. Had some nice videos on your YouTube lately. If you guys haven't, please go check out Miss Brooks' YouTube channel. She's got some great stuff on there. She also does an awesome Lego City, and she does a lot of live streaming. So give her some love. Scotty's here. What's up, Scotty? Hey. How you doing, buddy? Nice to see ya. Everybody saying hello to each other. Hey, tall. Greg doing some plug-in there. Yep, that is where you can get that flex tube that I was talking about, this stuff right here, and a bunch of other things that he has available for sale. So definitely check that out. Very cool. Thank you, Scotty. Mike is here. What's up, Mike? Hey. Weren't this scenes? Yes. Very good. Yes. Okay, guys. Hop in the comments a little bit. Everybody saying hi to each other and welcoming. So, again, for folks that joined after I introed, this is going to be kind of a chill stream. I'm not going to have guests on at this point just because I want to actually try to be a little productive and not be distracted by guests per se. I just want to try to do some work and hang out with you guys in chat here. So I'm going to do my best to do that. Even though I enjoyed the last few sessions I've had with other folks on, I do want to try and be a little productive tonight, if I can. What's up, Scott? Thanks for joining, buddy. Appreciate it. Okay. The other thing I want to show you guys, too. First, I built another little copier unit, which I have a quick build video on this on the channel. Please feel free to take a look at that. And then something else I'm really proud of. I built this kind of quad cubicle sort of desk setup, heavily inspired by Bevan's Bricks, but I did my own flavor of it. And I wanted to do this because I wanted to at least have some kind of nice looking desks in the office building. This is actually going to be, this and the fourth floor are actually going to be a company. So I wanted to have it look a little bit more professional compared to what I had in the second floor. So that's where this came from. I still have to put a bunch of stuff on here, but this will make up, the majority of this floor right here. It was a little complicated to do this, I'm not going to lie. I thought about making one of my quick build videos on this, but it was a little complicated. I did go through a few revisions modeling it based on the parts I had. So my apologies that I can't really show you guys how this is really constructed. It's a little bit of a pain in the butt. A lot of setting the side bricks in here to make things work. You can see I use two different types of slope pieces here. One is this kind of a longer slanted one, and then one's a smaller one, and then slopes back over here. But it's all based on what I had on hand, ultimately. So I don't want to order parts. Thank you for the plug, Greg. Thank you. Scott and Mike are getting into it. Just another quick look at this. So basically the two opposite sides, the two kitty corner sides, are the same. And then the idea is I've got some file cabinets built into it on each cubicle there. So that's going to make up the majority of this space. The other thing I would like to try to do, if I can, is a while back I had built a few of these little vending machines on one of my morning streams, I believe it was, on a Saturday morning. And I haven't used them yet, but I kind of wanted to put one of these, at least on this floor, so I feel like this is kind of the less formal of the two. Like the fourth floor is going to be like where the CEO's office is, or like the director, or whatever you want to call it, and then a couple of other things. So now what I have to figure out is basically how to start placing some stuff. And of course tiling all around that too. So I'm going to get out my tiles here. I'm going to need some of that stuff. I want to try to keep the pattern the same, at least in that elevator space right here. Let me go back to the other view so you guys can see overhead too. I'm going to try to keep this section the same with the tiling. So I'm going to probably have to tear a couple things apart to get underneath here where those the two panels are for the doors. This again is going to be a conference room, so I got to build that stuff out, which also means I may have to tear apart the back wall so I can get one of those little TV panel pieces on there that I want to use as well. All right, so I think first I want to start with do a little bit of tiling in the elevator area because I need to establish that first for all the rest of the build here so I can do the main floor. Something I really recommend folks get for elevators if you want to do them in a building like this, these 2x6 tile pieces are fantastic. I think they're a perfect representation of elevator doors. I've got a number of them. I probably have to get more because I do have a couple of other office buildings. But I certainly recommend those pieces. They came from the Daily Bugle set. But they make for some great, great decoration. All right, actually, and this is going to be a little bit of a tight fit, unfortunately, with my big old fingers in here. I kind of got to remember how I line this up. I'm pretty sure I started with a line going across underneath the doorway. So I'm going to squeeze my fingers in here and then press this down. There we go. Yeah, right. So I was picking on managers earlier, right, Greg? Elevator! Ah! I think that was your word of the night last night, Scott. Oh, the stuff is not easy. I probably should have done the tiling before I finished everything over here. So I gotta squeeze in a lot more now than I did before. All right. Actually, I realized I have all of these little tiles, but I'm running out of white. I'm gonna have to get more white tiles. Of course, this is not easy. It always wants to flip upside down for some reason. I'm actually using a little precision screwdriver thing because it's got a tiny little flat end on there. It's very easy to press down small things into place. All right, now that I got that on there, I can put these guys back on. So I got that. So now I'm going to start doing a little pattern. Yeah, I think we'll keep this a little more PG rated. Right, squeeze in some tile work here. And at some point, I'm going to try to get this second cam here perched up on something a little higher so that folks can easily see what I'm doing. And it's a little bit of a pain in the butt. With all this green that I feel like I've gotten here, I don't know how much of this regular, like old school green I've actually got left. I've got a lot of dark green, I've got some of that lighter green. Hey, it works. Yeah, I think some people here, Mike, are like wondering what you're talking about. One of the cats is already jumping in here to bug me. Jumped on the back of my chair. All right, here we go. Now I'm kind of making a little bit of progress. Get in there. But it's better than some other words that could be said. Do I have a few more? Do I have a few more of those green? I think that's the same color. I think, I'm hoping. It looks like it is, at least in this light. Okay. So just like the other two floors in the elevator corridor, I've got that little pattern kind of going. So I think that works. I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, now I've got to make some decisions. I'm going to go ahead and place this big old thing back in here. So I'm going to show you guys what it looks like in a second, but I may have to change or alter this a little bit depending on how I lay it out. The reason being has to do with the one of the sides that kind of curves in a little bit. It may not look like there's a lot of space to literally walk around, but I'm trying to watch how I angle this on the camera on my screen. So this is definitely kind of big in this space. I'm okay with it. It just may be a little awkward for the figures to technically get in. So I kind of may have to work around that a little bit. Or I can just have them like imaginary, just kind of fly into the desk too. That could work. It's not that I broke it, Mike. I think once in a while, like my connection stutters. It seems to happen at night. I think there's just a little bit more bandwidth used in my area, unfortunately. Am I going to have chairs? Yes, I am. And in good news, speaking of chairs, I did test this out. Oh, just as a reminder, since Greg mentioned it. This is my big old bin of chairs that I've got. I've got chairs to use. Hey, what's up, Thomas Davey? How you doing? Thanks for joining. Appreciate it. It's a little bit too big. That's a sheet of not too bad. They jump into the cubes like Dukes of Hazzard style. Yeah, yeah. Pay. Not necessarily, Mike. I got them off my pad wall, but there was still plenty there. But yeah, Greg, I did test this, and in both cubicle styles, I'll just show it this way. Show it off this way here. They actually do fit, depending on how you position them. So you can see there, they do fit. And then this one is just the angle's going to be a little different, but it will work both ways. Just about the placement and how I angle them, that's all. I think what I want to do next, though, honestly, is I want to work on the conference room. So I think that's a little bit more straightforward. So to do that, I'm going to have to do a little bit of destruction. So you guys get to witness some destruction and things being taken apart. Oh, no. I'll put a couple of things back so I don't inadvertently tip everything over here. All right, I think I should be able to get into what I need by taking this much off. So I'm going to have to dig down a few levels here. So I want to replace, I think actually this might be okay. I think I can do it right here. I'm going to replace one of these with, hopefully I've got a gray one. Yes, with a gray snout brick here. So I can mount a TV panel piece, or as I'm calling it, a TV panel piece, which is going to be, just like on the other floor, one of these guys. So it'll be kind of like a big screen TV that's going to be used as a conference room TV. All right, so I need to kind of center this. I need to see how this is going to look. I think that's on base. Yeah, I'm just kind of looking at how it's going to work here. The idea is that that's going to be kind of like a big TV that, you know, they can project onto with computer equipment or something. They can plug in a computer, whatever. So I think that design will be okay in that spot. No Hulk smashing. No Hulk smashing tonight. So fortunately, the way I built this wall, that actually made that process very easy. Look cool. Hulky smash. Yep, definitely. I think it's a nice little technique. It kind of gets the point across for what I want to do. So the next thing I'm going to do is just rip out this entire window, this whole section here, so you guys can actually kind of have a little view as well. As I, okay, my apologies when the stream seems to falter for a blip. Just my connection tonight is not the best. So I'm going to try to work on this little space here. I'm going to see if I can kind of re-angle the camera to get a little bit more perspective as I do this. There we go. All right. So with that in mind, not to me at least. All right, so I need to build a little table, and I'm going to try to be a little consistent with how I did it. I think for this, I want to use a different color. I think I want to use this for a table. I'm just going to put a basic computer on there. All right, it's not the most realistic. It's a little old school, but I'm going to use this as the computer that's going to sit on the conference room table. So the idea will be, it's kind of chilling here, something like this, and then folks can kind of do stuff with the computer and display up on here. It's the premise of the idea. That's what I'm going for. All right, so I need to do some seating arrangements. I'm going to take out 5 chairs. I don't think I can fit 5 in here, though. I got 4 into the same size location on the second floor. It could be. I don't know when this was actually designed by Lego. I know this has been around for a little bit. Almost looks like a Zoom phone. I mean, it could be, right? I mean, it could be zooming in here. So the idea is that this is going to sit up a little bit, like on a pedestal of some kind. Like maybe we'll use like some of these Palisade style bricks here to make the table. And see how this looks. So the angle it's going to be seen will be from overhead and then really from this doorway. I kind of like that. You can see right in through here. If I turn that a bit more again, you can see that side Palisade brick structure. I think it looks kind of cool. So I think I'll go with that. And then the other 2 sides, I'll just close it off here. So I'll go for something like this, I think. If I was using a slightly bigger table, I could have a little bit of space in there, but it'll work. Now, the question is, how do I want to attach it? I have to play around with the seating arrangements here too. The other thing as I do this is I'm going to have things inside a little bit, because I have to go 2 in at least if I put this back. So I might have to play with the jumper arrangement again, like I did on the second floor, and then I can put seats in here. So I need them kind of just off the studs a little bit to make this actually work. Or else this is going to be kind of bumping up against things. It won't really work right. Grab some of these guys. What I did was I put these little round bricks on here. That'll help to give me a little bit of jumpering as well. Offset some of the stuff. And I'm going to kind of play around with this. So I put this on here. So the window's going to butt up right against that diagonal parts. Like these chairs can actually go back a little bit more. To use. So I could, yeah, I could even just pop them on a single jumper. Where did I put those? Got some white ones here. So I can do something like this. So if I do that, and then put this on, see the way that the chair sits, I don't know if the light lets you see it just right, but it literally sits just flush right against the window. So it lines up perfectly this way. So that gives me the spacing that I want. So for these two, I'm going to go ahead and use this method. Nah, it's not Neo's office, but that's funny. Zoom phone must be pretty fast, right? Yep. Love that ASMR. So those two are going to go in there. So I've got that spacing set. Now the trick is table. So I need to leave spaces for the other side. I want to get a chair over here at least too. So can I do that? Do I have enough to do this? It's a little awkward, but I think I can make this work. Just kind of like the chairs are sitting there. Yeah, I think that'll work. Plus that gives me a little bit more space on the other side of our wall, where it's going to be a lot tighter. That's what she said. Hey, Dan, what's up, buddy? Nice to see you here, dude. PPP. Just working on the office building. I'm working in my conference room space here at the moment. Just trying to get this kind of figured out, how I want to do the layout. So I think that this will work. Basically something like this. It's kind of what I'm going for. And if I do this, I should be able to potentially fit 5 chairs in here, which is actually kind of cool. So I think my alignment was off with the other floor, because I could only get 4 in there. PPDP. Yes, I did. I figured you would say that. Whole crew is here. I appreciate everybody dropping in tonight. I know everybody could have a bunch of other things going on. I appreciate you guys spending a little bit of time hanging out with me, watching some of this. Really do. Now for this other side. I mean, they might climb out. Actually, I think that alignment will work perfectly if I do this. Just trying to get this to kind of squeeze in here a little bit. That's what she said. Ah, yes. Sorry, I had the camera trying to realize it. So there we go. I can get 5 in there if I do this layout with some jumpering. Awesome. That makes me very happy. So now I kind of have that figured out. I can bring the tiles back in, and I can do a little bit more tiling, at least of that little section there, and get this in place. All right. Since I have a lot of white tiles, I'm still trying to use the white where I can, because that's a little bit more convenient for me at the moment. And I am about tiling. I know some folks don't really care to tile some of their stuff, and that's perfectly fine. I totally get that. I mean, even Lego doesn't do that for like the modulars beyond like the first floor usually. It's a personal preference that I actually have to tile. Just because I like how it looks. That's all it comes down to. Dukes of Hazzard style, all right? Hey, Kaylin's what's up, buddy? How you doing? I hope you're well. It's good to see you here. Appreciate it. It really is a pain in the butt trying to get this all working in here and trying to get it to face you guys enough so you can actually see what's going on. There we go. And then the dust will sit on this, like that. But I think what I want to do, though, is actually give it some feet. I think it's going to look a little bit more realistic that way. And I'm going to make those a little different color, just to stand out. Just because. So, little feet for the table, like so. Oh, before I do that, I need to tile that in there. Because even though nobody's going to see the stuff underneath, I'll know, and it's going to annoy me, because I'm going to know it's there. So the OCD in me is going to tile it. Might be a little bit of a waste, but that's okay. It doesn't bother me that much. Very cool. Oh, are you talking about these guys, Mike? These are actually the tan ingots. It's these guys. They're kind of like tiles, but they're slightly raised. Like Lego uses them for like the gold bars and stuff. I got some of them from a fellow Lego person who picked them up off their paddle and sent me some. And I just got a bunch of these snot bricks from my paddle, and I just put them in columns up like this. Because I think it kind of textures that side wall a bit more. Yep, Dan's got it. Exactly. Because I had just regular bricks here before. I might still have one sitting in my bin here. I had a bunch of these arranged in there before, and the more I looked at the building, the more I was like, it just looks so plain with those. I went back later and I put a bunch of those in. And I think it came out really good, actually. It gives a lot more definition. And I hadn't even used them at all yet in any of my builds, and I figured that was a perfect time to start doing it. My goal was to try to use a lot of my inventory, although I did have to buy a little bit of stuff for this project, mostly some dark red, or Scott calls it burgundy, some bricks, but it was okay. Alright, I need to double check everything to make sure it's going to fit just right. Looks like it should. Yep, it's looking good there. Thank you, Mike. It did come out good, though. I think it gives a lot more definition and texture to the side. I'm trying to pull these out without taking the jumpers with them because I need the jumpers there so I can see where I'm doing everything. Again, for folks that came in late, I hope you don't mind the very chill music tonight. We're into December, and I'm feeling a little festive because it snowed here, the first real snow we've had so far this season. So I figured a little Christmassy jazz. Same problem again. Big old hands, tiny spaces, trying to get everything in. But somehow I get it done. Mike says snow for him tomorrow, just a dusting. Yeah, everything that we got today in my area was all lake effect snow off of Lake Ontario. And folks that may not be in an area with a Great Lake, you haven't heard of that term. What that means is in wintertime, when it gets cold, the Great Lakes are usually still a little bit warmer than the land around them. And what happens, to put it really lightly, is cool winds blow over the lake, especially like a Lake Ontario where there's a lot of just open water, like hundreds of miles worth. If the wind is just right, it will cause clouds to just form up, and then if it gets really organized, you'll get a nice solid line of about 5 to 10 miles wide of a good snow band that, just depending on where it moves, where it moves, I'm doing this. You can get some good snow falling, and it's really, really localized is the term they use for it. You can be in an area that's nice and sunny, and then literally within 2 minutes, drive it to an area that's cloudy, and then boom, you get like 2 inches of snow an hour falling on you. And the roads go to heck really quickly. But that's something that folks around here are used to. I know that there are some other areas, like in Ohio, Western New York, I think areas of Michigan, all deal with it because they're downwind of lakes as well. But it's just, it's where most of the snow we actually get comes from, as opposed to like coastal storms in the wintertime. The past couple seasons have been a little lighter. I'm okay with that. I have a feeling we're probably going to pay for it this year, though. We'll see. All right, though. This is actually working out exactly as I hoped it would. I'm actually really happy about this. I'll get these seats back in. That way I can put the window back up in there. Yeah, it can be brutal up that way, too, depending on where it moves. Yeah, Scott's talking about the ingot bricks. It definitely helps for modular builds and blending into things. Absolutely. Kaylin says, I'm on the other side of the lake, so we don't get as much snow as you do. I'm up on a lake where, yeah. If you were on the other side, the wind's going the other way usually, and you don't get anything, or very little of anything. It's all about the wind pattern and what's doing. I think a lot of us are, Mike. Patches down with a lot of cheese. Okay. This actually worked out pretty good. So let me give you guys a little overhead view here. There you go. Got a nice little conference room. Again, I'm not going for 100% realism, but it's more just kind of the idea that, yeah, this is a conference room. This is where folks are gathering to have a meeting and stuff like that. Greg, their manager, might be like bossing them around, telling them what to do, things like that. Sorry, Joe, I just had to get that little snipe in there. New module looks so awesome. I agree. I know there's a lot of variety of opinions out there. I will note, for one, that I was hooked the minute that I saw it. I know Scott was streaming last night on his channel. If you haven't, give 36 Bricks a look. Show him some love and subscribe to him. Watch his stuff. He's got a great Lego City and stuff that he builds as well. We were on Scott's stream last night talking about the modular too. And I said right from the start, boom, I wanted it. Whereas this year with the police station, when that was revealed, I wasn't sold on that at first. Now, I will say, granted, I did get it, and I'm very happy I did. And for folks that don't recall, I actually turned that into a... and I think it worked really well for that build, actually. But I mean, to me, nice little view inside there. To me, that modular has almost like a Caribbean kind of thing, maybe? A flair to it. I saw another channel reference that, not politics at all, but like almost like a Cuba Havana style sort of thing. And I kind of agree with that. It does have that flair to it, in my opinion. But yeah, I'm getting that on day one. There's no question about that. So, let me go overhead. So what I want to do now is I had to get some other parts out of my other drawer here. I figure out where I put them. Just 1 second, guys. I don't remember where I set this stuff. Where did I put that bin? Sorry, I'm looking around all my random drawers of stuff here. There it is. Okay. Here we go. So something else that I was doing along all of these little walls here, if I go back to this view here, I've got these little overhangs from the construction of how I did the assemblies here, all these windows. And what I started doing, and I really like, is I'm using these little chisel pieces to actually just kind of rough this in and make it almost look like it could be shades. So I'm going to go ahead and do that here for all these, the tops of these windows real quick. So it's going to seem a little tedious, but I really like the look, how it comes off. So you can get a little perspective. So that's what it looks a little bit nicer than just the studs kind of just sitting there. It gives it a little bit more of a finished look. Very funny. What I want to do if I build myself, I would still get it, Tom. Honestly, I still would, but that's just me. It's all about who, what kind of money you've got and what you can spend. Get back to work, slacker. Yep. Ha ha ha. If you're building all of them, absolutely. Yep. Yep. Cuban flair. Yes. Just catching up a little bit, guys. Sorry about that. I'm not gonna die. Right? Yeah. I mean, I've gotten a few, but I definitely miss a lot of the other ones. It definitely does not, but you know what? I'm actually okay with that. I'm going to lower the volume on this a little bit here. I'm okay with it because the style of the build makes me feel like it shouldn't. Right. Scott's done that for a few of his buildings. I actually built my detective's office out of parts inventory and then doing some stuff off of Bricklink. And I saved easily like $300 off of buying it on eBay. Could I rebrick it? Not a massive fan of the skin color. Yeah, absolutely, dude. No question. I was gonna steal one. Some sister gonna build from a part. Yeah, Greg is working on the brick bank, as he just said that as I did. So yeah, if you have some inventory and you're okay, maybe kind of replacing some of the parts, then absolutely do it. Absolutely. Now our friend Ned B is not on tonight. I'm sure he's busy with working. But he actually did he did God, the Green Grocer and the original Cafe Corner just by getting some parts and then getting some other stuff himself from inventory. So you can do it, and it will certainly be cheaper, especially for some of the older ones. And if you want to change up a few of the parts too because of the pricing of them, yeah, no doubt. Front's elevator, not front's. That's good elevator. Hey, I think it's cool that they did it. They did it in the Main Street. They did it in the new treehouse too. But then I at least I noticed in the Main Street set for sure, the Friends line there, they've got two of the mini dolls are reflecting individuals with disabilities. I believe that one is supposed to represent a blind individual, and then the other one is representing, you know, a woman in a wheelchair. So having a elevator with that, I think, is a nice little thing on Lego's part. Cafe Corner new box, $4,000. Part of that with no inventory, $400. I spent $75. Yeah, it is. It is amazing. It is amazing that Lego can appreciate that much. It really is. Friends Main Street does look very, very cool. It certainly looks a lot cooler than that $200 Lego City Town thing. Main Street, wherever that one was that came out earlier this year, I think it was, or late last year in 2020. The one that had the fake, everybody thought it was going to be a monorail, but it wasn't, just a tram. It caught everybody like off guard. That thing is not worth $200. But I think this Friends Main Street has so much stuff that, yeah, it feels a little pricey, but I think it's probably much more reasonable. And with the bright colors, keeps Miami type. Yes, absolutely. It certainly does. And some of the designs on that too, they can, you know, they can kind of represent that. If you put it next to the modular, the new hotel, it probably could fit in fairly well. Just with the facades, I would think. Because they actually did a good job with, in my opinion, creating some nice facades for those buildings. They're not just cheap Lego City style stuff. So I think it worked really, really well all around on that. I give them props for focusing a lot more of their efforts on the Friends line. Cajun Yeti, what's up, dude? How are you? Nice to see you. I hope you were doing all right. Just doing a very chill stream tonight, just doing a little bit of work on my office build here. Oh no, I broke one of the windows off. Oh no. And it has an elevator. For one sec, guys, I got to do a little bit of repair here. Pressed a little too hard. Hulk smash stream over. Not over, but yeah, you guys got to see a bit of a smash inadvertently. Completely unintentional. But there's your Hulk smash that I didn't do earlier. Dave says, I'm digging some of the Outdoors Friends sets right now. Absolutely. Friends is so underappreciated in my opinion. It really is. I mean, it's great for doing, I know some folks know the term set to mock. I've done a couple of those with Friends sets, like I did the my spa and salon as a set to mock of a Friends set. And I also took that juice bar thing I made at a Juice Bar Cafe set to mock. So I think they're fantastic for that kind of stuff. They have great facades that can let you do a lot of great things around that. I don't know why, but I want someone to do a Tool Time Home Improvement Smash style. I'm not going to. I was honestly scared as it was when I was taking the other part of the building that's already done and bringing it into my Lego room. I was worried I was going to drop that. I was trying to be really careful. So, no Hulk smashes here. Scott says, Greg, exactly. I don't know how many times I've had to tell people stop looking at the girl thing and just look at. Yeah, I think there is some inherent judginess or put down of the friends line. When I first got back into Lego, 2.5, 3 years ago, whenever it was at this point, at first I was like, what is this? But I mean, the more I looked, I was like, this stuff is actually really good. And I think more people need to, understand that. Exactly. Parts and or a cheap mock. Absolutely. Thank you for the little plug there, Tom. Appreciate it. Please hit the like button. Absolutely. Would really, really appreciate that. Show the stream a little bit of love. Again, I do thank everybody that's hanging out tonight. I really appreciate you guys being here. I know everybody could have other things they're doing or watching or whatever. I appreciate you guys all taking time to hang out here and watch me do what I'm doing. I have come to really enjoy it. And I think that's because you guys have all made it worth my time. As opposed to me sitting here doing this without anybody watching. Granted, sometimes I can get a little bit of stuff done, like I did this the other night. But sometimes it's just fun to have people watch and interact with you. Definitely. All right, so as you can see, all of those little ridges there now have the cheese slope pieces on there. So they look a little bit more finished off, including in the conference room. That's what I want to do first. Wonder if this hotel art gallery has some decent art house for office building mocks. So, yeah, it looks like it will, Mike. There are some printed things in there because modulars never seem to have stickers, at least from what I can tell. So it looks like there's 1 or 2 printed art pieces that would actually look really good for who knows what. All right, conference room is done. Data center is done. Excuse me for 1 second, I'm gonna get a drink. All right. I think what I want to do now, I'm going to set this aside for the moment. I've actually got to start figuring out this desk and what I want to put on the desk. So I'm going to set this over on the floor, out of the way for the moment. And I'm going to focus on building up the desk a little bit more here. I'm going to need some computer panels and stuff to do this. Get this bin out. There we go. So this is all my computer, sort of techie electronic stuff right here. A couple of these other bins away. It's because my space is limited. I don't want things being knocked over by the cats. Thank you for the plug, Greg. Yes, please consider checking out the art gallery stuff. Yes, the Modular has an art gallery, but it's not quite the same as what I'm doing with this little community gallery project thing. So please check out that playlist and check the description of my videos below, so you can get an idea of what's going on with that project. Still always looking for more submissions. So I'm going to need a bunch of little keyboards. Fortunately, I've got a few of those that I can use here. So I've tried to stock up on those, knowing I was going to be doing some office buildings. Not for this one, Mike. No. I think I want to try using another piece I have, but I haven't used any. Let's see how this looks. Thinking about. So let me show you guys. One of the things on my Pebble a while back is these little kind of sort of less than 2x2 plates. I don't remember exactly what these are called, but I have a bunch of these in kind of burgundy dark red. And I'm thinking I want to maybe use them for like creating the corner space on the desk. So let me kind of put one of these in place to show you what I'm thinking of. And again, this is just kind of just the idea of an office space, right? So I'm thinking about something like this, and the monitor is going to be behind that. So let's mock up one. I might as well just take this off because it's going to be a little easier to work with it that way if I do. And I have to do the monitors now. So I used up a bunch of computer pieces on the second floor. I'm going to use, or with stickers, I'm going to use more standard ones like this here from Lego on this set. So I think it'll just look a little bit better that way. Not that my second floor isn't good, but this way it makes it look a little bit more professional. Greg says lurk mode. No problem, dude. Appreciate the lurk. So I need a couple of other pieces here to make this work. So something kind of like this. Yeah, I think that works. And then grab some more seats here. We'll have something kind of like this. You know, the seat will be raised, obviously. They won't be sitting completely on the ground. But we'll have something like that. I think that works. Cool, cool. I also want to decorate some stuff here. I'm going to get some of my random printed tiles out here. And actually, you know what? Since I just got some of those Harry Potter sets with a bunch of these, I'm going to use some of these for decoration. I mean, that stands out a little bit, right? That's kind of cool. You should try and put a 1x1 round set underneath. Let's see if it... Yeah, I mean, I think what I'm going for here works pretty well. It seems like it. It seems to fit just right in that corner. I think that's a solid look. It's an office space, so it wouldn't be right to me to not include... I'm going to take that off for a second. Squeeze this on here. I've got to include the customary coffee cup, right? Yeah, I think this can work. I think this will work. So I'm going to grab a couple more of these guys for the other 3 sections. We need a few more of these round studs with a hole in the middle. Fortunately, I've got a bunch of those. Scott says he would work there. You're a stud, but not around right. And then I'm using, again, I'm trying to use some fun parts that I don't use for much of anything else. I'm using these little holder piece. I'm not even sure. I don't remember what these are called on Bricklink. They're a modified piece of some kind. If somebody knows, feel free to post that description in the chats. I don't remember offhand. I don't want to go ahead and look while I'm trying to do this. So that'll work. I also will need 3 more of these regular ones. Oh, I lost a couple of them. Oh, well. So assembly line, so I'm going to build out all of these and then kind of set. See a couple of jumpers as well. And the desks all end up having the same kind of orientation, so this process should work fine for all of them. So just putting this all together. I'm going to change the orientation of this one. All right, cool. You're a stud with a bar. I mean, basically, right? I think I want to use one random one here. It's different from the regular computer screen because I think that could be fun. I think it's a friend's computer screen of some kind. But changing it up will be fun. You're a stud at a bar. Strip bar. Okay, so those are sets. I'm thinking about this again for a second. Actually, what I want to do, when I think about it, I do want to change up a couple of things here on that larger space. Grab a couple of dot tile pieces here too from this bin. Use them on a couple of the desks to make it look like they've got some random work on their desk. We'll show you guys this in just one second. But yeah, kind of like that. So I'm going to change up 2 of these. So I've got a little bit more space with that larger corner. Hey, Steve Weiser, what's up, dude? Good to see you. Yes, I am still on. Oh, it's already 7 o'clock. I didn't realize that. Yep, I'm going for a little bit longer here. Working through setting up my cubicles here with some technology, some furniture and stuff. Yeah, I'll use this. You guys will see it. You rock. Use that one. Because you guys rock for hanging out with me tonight. So that one's going to go on this corner here. It's right here because it's the same style of desk configuration. All right. I think a couple of these, I want to put something that looks like piles of papers. So let's see, I want to get some different things out here. So this is going to just kind of represent just like a pile of papers and folders, basically. Just an example. I'm going to pop that into this one. So that person's got some papers and stuff sitting on their desk. I think I want to do something similar for the other one too. Again, sorry about the occasional blips. So another little stack of papers and folders here with a dot tile on the top. Actually, I'll put a second one on here too, just to represent something else. Because I've got plenty of these to use. Something like that. All right, cool, cool, cool. Oops, this does not want to go on smoothly. So actually what I should do is take that off. I want to put another coffee cup on this one while I have it off. Then I can do this. Let's see. Actually, I think maybe I'll use a video tile here too for some decoration. So I've got a bunch of these too. Just want things to stand out in the wall. Just to get a semblance of things that are going on. All right, so here we go. Yeah, I think that kind of gives the idea what I'm going for. It looks like some desks people are working at. Various things are going on. Rock on. Use a couple more dots and all that good stuff. That makes me happy. Okay, so with that done, I think this is basically ready to be put into the building. Before I do, I want to put some legs on this as well. Just to give that impression that it's actually above the floor just a little bit. So just a couple of little round plate pieces here, stuck on the bottom. So the effect, and I'll put one right in the middle just so it's got something stable there. Okay, with all that done, now comes the interesting part. I'll bring this back up into view here. Switch modes. So now I've got to fit that into the space. And I got to figure this out. What's in the red Solo cup? Good question. Depends on that person's day, I guess. Got some apple cider action going on here. All right. So I'm going to have to do a little bit of using the imagination here, I think, to make this fit in right. Yeah, the minifig that goes over into this space is going to have to crawl under their desk, I think, theoretically. But it's kind of the... It's going to be kind of the principle of it. All right, so I need to figure out the alignment of everything underneath here, which I think I'm going to have to take off the fronts to do this the best way. Hey, Dion. Sorry, been lurking, building to a phone. No problem, dude. No problem. Appreciate the lurking. Hope you guys are having fun. So, I'm not doing Hulk smash, but I am tearing some stuff apart. So that I can do this will work a little bit easier here. Okay, all that stuff is off to the side. All right, so now we got a nice little view here. All right, let's see. The way this is lining up, I can do this with 2x2 jumpers. Unfortunately, I've got a whole bunch of those in tan. All my jumpers of various sorts. Right. So it's going to be something like this. It's going to set on these jumpers, which also will help me to remove this a little bit easier in the future. Right, next one's going to go, I believe, right here. With how that aligns, looks like that is the case. Next one is going to go right in here. Let's see, where does that other one fall into? Right there. So that's going to fall in right here. It is at a bit of an angle right now, Mike. I will fix it once everything is more settled in place here, because a couple of these are not actually mounted on anything but that one stud on the side, so they're a little bit more flexible. You guys. I don't think I even want to know what's going on right now. All right, I've got to lift this up so I can see what that middle one is doing here. That's going to go right here. Perfect. Yeah, I like how that sits on there. That's exactly what I want. So they measure from Pluto. Jeez. Yep, that would be a mad joke too. Absolutely. Okay, now that these are in place, now I can figure out my seating arrangements. Let's see, what do I want to use? I think I'll do the same thing. Got some chairs here from the big old chairs bin. So I need 4 of those. Greg says, really looking solid, dude. Thank you, dude. Appreciate it. It actually is coming together. It's coming together well. The cubicle is absolutely dominating the space here, but that's okay. I mean, I've got 4 nice little work areas in here, so I'm pretty happy with that. I just kind of need to figure out the way to mount these in so the figure can sit here. I think it'll work in some cases to center them across the middle here so I can jumper this in. Just like that. That'll fit a figure in there. Alright, I'm going to take this off for a moment. So I need to figure out how this is going to fit in here, right? Sorry guys, bear with me one sec. I'll rotate it back around in a second here. So I'm thinking that should fit a figure in there. So I can jumper that into place. So then we got that, like so. And I think right up to the level of the desk, basically. So I think that'll work pretty well. I'm going to try to reach in the other side here. Again, my apologies, you guys are going to be blocked off by the wall for a moment while I try to figure out the other sides here. I'll rotate it back around in a second. Hey, Cliff, what's up, dude? Welcome, welcome. Good to see you. I hope you are well. It's working on the office building mock tonight. Making some solid progress, actually. I'm really, really happy with where I'm going with this. Okay. So there is the 3rd one in place. Gonna want a spacing around that. And now I'm gonna do the 4th one. It's gonna be kind of the same principle here. I think I should be able to jumper that in kind of along that one space. For folks that are not aware, Cliff also has a YouTube channel. He's been on some streams. He actually he was on a stream with me here a week or 2 ago, if I recall. So check out Cliff's YouTube channel, Clicking Cliff, as his name here shows. Please check him out. Give him a little bit of support, subscribers. I'm sure he would appreciate that. All right, I think this is actually working out as good as I could have hoped. So let me give you guys an overhead view here. Oops. My big hand in the way. Look at that. There's a decent amount of room for each of the minifigures to have a working office desk to be seated fairly comfortably for what this is. So, pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. Okay, now the semi-tedious part is going to be some tiling work. Cliff says, thank you. You're welcome, dude. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Hey, Kyle Dunbar. What's up, dude? How you doing? Nice to see you. I'm trying to think about what I want to do here. I've got to squeeze in the copier. And I want to get the soda machine in here too somehow. I also need, I think I need a filing cabinet, which for me is pretty straightforward. I'm actually going to do one right now so I don't forget to do this. I've got a bunch of these 1x4 snot bricks. I've got a bunch of gray 1x2 jumpers. So it's really simple and straightforward for me to make some file cabinets with this. Doing well here, Kyle. On a good Tuesday night, hanging out with some people here. Again, thank you so much to everybody who's hanging out, participating in chat, and or lurking. Really appreciate all of your company and your time hanging out here. Definitely does mean a lot to me. I'm going to put some stuff on the top here to kind of represent some papers and some supplies. I'm going to use a different color here. This is a bright color. So, a very simple file cabinet. Just put some stuff on there and make it look like there's papers and stuff, some supplies. And I'm going to do another one in a 2x2 style. I think. I actually use an ingot for this too. Let's give it a little bit more color action here. Oh, hey, Adam! What's up, Adam? Sneaky popping at work. Nice to see you, dude. I hope you're doing well. Glad you could stop in and say hi. Alright, so file cabinet's got some supplies on the top. There we go. So I got a bunch of stuff that I want to fit in here as well. So now, what do I want to do and how do I want to do this? Oh, decisions of a mock builder. Oh, dude, yes, Cliff, you're totally right. I had one of those. I had a design for that save too. I completely forgot about that. 1 second here, guys. Thank you so much for reminding me of that. So I have one that I had saved from an Instagram posting here. I'll show you guys on my phone. I want to try to mock this out. So let me go ahead and take a minute to try to do this so I don't forget. This might take me a couple minutes though, so please, again, bear with me. So I'm going to do this all based on what I'm looking at. You guys can kind of watch me try to do this in real time too, and watch me mess this up. Cosmic around the wall. Yeah, dude, exactly. You are spot on with that reference. You are exactly right. That's a fantastic idea. So I want to make sure that this is matching up the level that I'm seeing here. So I'm starting with some snot bricks on the back side. It looks like it's at the level that I want. It's creative time. Gotta get the juices flowing here a bit. So I may not have all the colors that I want, but it's okay. That's what mock building is. Mess it up and do it again. Yep. Lego, no worries about messing up. You can always do it. Absolutely. So, I mean, that's kind of what it looks like on the bottom. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out what's next here. May not be an exact replica, but I'm going to kind of try to figure this out. Let's see. I want to go up a couple. I think. I'll just show you guys that. Put the grill piece in here. Let's see, is that too high? I think that matches up. So I'm just one little step by one little step here. Just trying to figure out how I want to make this work. Actually, it looks like might need a couple more of these bracket pieces here on the side. That's actually what I should do. Is mount these now. That way I can think about the alignment of everything. Actually, no, maybe that won't work that way. How do they do it here? I think I might have to be a little bit more creative here again. Maybe with some stud on two side techniques. Let's see, where did I put those? These corner pieces? I think I've got some. Pretty sure I do. Let's see, while I look around for some stuff. Okay, there's another one of those. Let's see if I want to get that in like that. Is that going to work if I put in one more? Actually, no, that's not going to work that way. Let's see, will this work this way? Nope, I got to put another one on there. Sorry guys, I'm trying to do something like this right now to see if I can get the alignment right. Looks like I might need to do one more. Even that is not quite right. All right, let me try. Let's try something else here. Actually, I should get one of these out. I want to try to replicate that little water thing too. So it's using one of these little pieces here to represent the water spout. I don't have one in blue, unfortunately, at least at the moment. So I'm going to use a clear one. And it looks like that is somehow pointing down. If I can do this way. It's somehow pointing down like this. So I got to figure out the geometry to make that work. See, now this is a challenge for me because I want to figure this out. It's going to go something like this, basically. It looks like maybe a bracket like this is what it's going to use. The way it sits on here. From that perspective. I'm going to try a couple of these pieces here. Let's see how this looks. Okay. All right, so that, I think I might be getting somewhere, maybe. me try a different. Let me try the headlight brick, because the inside with that gives me a little bit more room to make that work. Just enough with geometry. This is not going to look just like it, but that's okay. Oh, oop, oop. Ha ha ha. Look at that. Look at that. I made that work. Mwahaha. I think I've got something. I think I have it. Alright, now, do I have the other parts is the question. Let's see, what do I have? I think this will work. If I do this, I'll get one of these little shoe pieces up here. So wait for a second. I'm going to keep you guys in suspense for like 1 second here while I do this, because I think this would be kind of a fun little thing to show. Some little trans light blue pieces in there, round pieces. Make it look like there's some water. It's not an exact replica, but you know what? I think that works. I think that works. It does what I want. Again, big thank you to Cliff for reminding me that I had that saved and had completely forgotten about it. So you guys got to watch me do that in real time. And with the pieces I had in hand. So, yay. Okay. Alright, back to this. With that little thing in hand. Let's see, so we got a water cooler. I've got a lot of stuff I gotta place now. I gotta try to figure this out. Oh, oy vey. It's a Click and Cliff water cooler for sure. Use the reminder of that one. Let's see. Ooh, I could put the water cooler next to the networking room here. Some IT water cooler talk. Alright, I think I'm going to jumper. I'm going to place a few of these things just to start figuring this out. I think I can put the copier like right here maybe. I do want to have this in here too. I just think it looks really cool. So I think I'll put that over there. I've got space to put, maybe the file cabinet can go over here. So I'm thinking something like that. Yes. Right, exactly. So I'm thinking this, and this is the way to go. In fact, I think I want to do one more file cabinet, honestly. It's an office space. There should be lots of file cabinets. feels more realistic that way to me. And how with it, I've got a bunch of these. Might as well use them. Then we'll just top that off. So another file cabinet, just for the sake of having a couple of them. So I'm going to do something like that. Yeah, so when this is actually in view, I mean, you're not going to see a lot of this. I mean, but you'll be able to see a little bit through these windows, be able to see through these guys and through this. I mean, once this is in place, after my my review video of it, you won't see a lot of it when I do the city updates because it'll be kind of in the back of my space. So this is probably the closest that you guys will really get to seeing it otherwise. All right, so I need to put a couple things on the bottom of that, just so it stands above the tiles a little bit here. So I've got a bunch of 1x4 gray plates. I'm just going to use those as like standing it up an extra little bit there above the floor. The copier I want to have standing up on a couple of plates, I think. So I'm just going to do this. So I'm just going to do that because the gray level is what's going to be with the plates or the tiles on the flooring. So you won't really see that very much. And this will be sitting here. Soda machine. I want to have that sitting on some feet as well. Greg says layout looks good. Thank you. Let's see, and then same idea here. I'm just going to put this on some plates that represent the flooring, basically. So something like this. All right, coming together well. Let's see, other stuff that I believe I need to put in here. Something practical. But don't want to forget this. Let's see, where's my green? And I have a little recycling bin, right? That makes sense. So I'll do something like that. Suddenly this is looking a lot more filled up. Okay. Time to start doing a little bit of tiling work here. Go over so you guys can kind of see this a little bit better as I do it. So I'm going to just start tiling in. I'm going to try to alternate with, I've got a bunch of these. I'm just going to try to use these to represent some of the floor. I want to alter the pattern a little bit. At least in areas where the tile is going to be a little bit more visible. Big hand squeezing, big finger squeezing underneath everything. And let's stutter in some random one-by-one pans here as well. Oh, this will be a place that I can use. Right, I had some of these. This will be a spot I can use some of these. Whoops. Some of these corner ones here too. Okay, let's see, what do I have here? Another open spot for 2. Definitely consume the space quickly with the various. Yeah, it certainly has, but that's what I was going for. I want this to look pretty busy. A lot going on, and I think that's exactly the case. Alright, so just a quick check-in. I'm going to show you guys here in the other view. So, there we go, kind of going for that. Again, this seat will be kind of popped in here. Alright, let's see. This is why I always wait until the absolute last step, in my case, to do tiling. I want to make sure that I've got everything worked out exactly as I want, and then I can roll with it. I'm doing that little squeeze in here. Let's see. I'm going to have a lot of jumpers here on this floor, but it's okay because I just want the tan look. I like the contrast with the white here. I think it comes out pretty good. And it gives me plenty of places I can stand up figures as well. So I'm kind of digging that. And just using up all my white tiles. Then I have a bunch of extra. So all is good with that. Michael Salem, hello, hello. I don't have Lego, I'm sorry. Well, that's unfortunate. No, nobody can, for various reasons. How much of a pain is it when you tell everything and decide to move it? Yeah, exactly. That's why I wait until like literally the last step to do this. Once I'm like 99.9% sure of where I want things to go. It is such a pain in the butt otherwise. Just gonna have a screwdriver. There it is. Get that one pressed in there. I'm gonna go over it so you guys can get a little bit better perspective of where I'm building. I'm working right down in this space right now. It's a little tight in there. Actually, now that I've got this point, I can take some of this back off to help me see better. So underneath here, I don't care quite as much about the patterning or anything like that. I just want it all finished off. Let's see. Just checking everything lines up and how it looks. The other reason I like tiling too in this case is because I've got multiple plates that are spanning here. It does help to, lock things in place. It's a little bit better. I am slowly but surely whittling down my extra supply of white tiles and blue. This was pretty full a little while back. I got a random cat in there, but yep, it happens. Okay, let's see. Ooh, that's looking pretty good. You're gonna tap the stash, right? It's gonna happen pretty soon. Pretty soon. Let's see, that does have just enough room to open up. Good. Break up all that white a little bit there. And what's nice about using all these jumpers that I am is as I get over to the water cooler and all that stuff, I can place a couple jumpers here and have some people standing there and doing the water cooler chat. Water cooler talking, all that stuff, the gossip that we talked about a few minutes ago. So I think this will work really well. No, that's not where I want that to go. There we go. No, get back in there. Let's see. And I know this is a little tedious just watching me try to get these all in here. But for me, it's a very necessary step to finishing off my work in a very satisfactory way. Hey, Big Nate, what's up? What's up? How you doing, man? Appreciate you stopping by. I hope you are well. Let's see, I think I need to reset the pattern a little bit here. It's not always perfect when I do this because of how things end up lining up. But I'm trying to do my best, and it's mostly for the principle of it. So at least I have kind of the semblance of what I'm going for here. It'll be perfect because I can put that jumper in there. Pop this one in right here. Awesome. Okay. So just a quick look at that. Not bad. Not bad. I want to do something. Do I want to do something? No, I don't think it's out. Alright, so I can do this. I have enough of these tan 1x2 tiles that I can just kind of keep this general pattern going. I might as well use them. Because where else am I going to? No, don't look in place. Don't look in place right there. Nope, that would be bad. There we go. Oh, that could have been bad. Could have been very annoying. Alright, this is coming together. It's coming together really well. If I want to continue this pattern this way, I might have to take these off for a moment. Okay, one more. One more. Boom. Okay, start getting some stuff back in place. Get some stuff built back up around everything. And we'll take a look. Okay, let's see. Gonna get this line back up first. Amazing how much cat fur somehow gets into this. All right, before I close this up from this one side, let me give you guys another little look. Get this out of the way first. I'll give you guys a look inside from that angle. From like a minifig view here. Look at that. I love that Coke machine just sitting there. That makes me chuckle. All right. Time to seal this back up and make sure that everything actually works as expected. Not that I don't think it will. Oh, that one goes over here actually. So we can do this without Hulk smash a little bit. I was hoping to avoid the Hulk smash, but it happens. Oops, that was not the direction I want that. Oh, okay. There we go. There we go, guys. It's actually pretty darn good. About as good as I could have expected. I am pretty happy with this. I'm just going to populate with some figures. I just got to think about what I want to use for that. I could do that offline, but I will go ahead and consider this otherwise done. You guys got to see me complete the rest of this on the stream tonight. Think it came out really good. I will go ahead and do a mock review video of this floor, just like I've done for the other two, so that folks can't join me on the stream or not able to, or whatever, they can catch the final review of this as well. So I'll publish that in the next couple days. But yeah, this is it. Very, very happy with that. No complaints. Alrighty. And we went about 2 hours, so that's right about within reason I was hoping for. Okay. Steve, or Greg says, great job. Steve saying hey to Greg, fantastic details, thank you. Thank you, thank you, great job. Thank you, appreciate all that support, guys. All right, but with that though, I think, hey Dion, awesome details per usual. Thank you so much, I really, really appreciate that. Alrighty, my friends, I think at this point, with this done, basically, I'm going to go ahead and call that a stream. Next thing you'll see is a mock review video on this, and then I'm going to start the fourth and final floor of this office building mock, the interior detailing. That will have the executive suites, probably receptionist desk, and a few other things I have yet to decide. I still have to do probably a little decorating with like the company name and stuff like that, which I haven't fully decided yet. But otherwise, yeah, that's it. Alrighty, friends. I want to thank all of you who dropped by tonight to hang out with me. Again, means so much to me. I appreciate all of your time and hanging out and chatting. Yeah, this makes me want to keep doing this more and more. Alright, guys. I will be on Saturday morning, 9 a.m. Eastern Time again. I will probably do some other random build, and then we'll do the final floor of this next Tuesday night, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, again, as usual. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate y'all hanging out. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Until next time, guys. We'll see you later. Have a good night, everybody.